Are the San Francisco 49ers on the verge of a major shakeup in their defensive line? With the offseason looming and questions surrounding a key player's future, fans are buzzing about potential changes. The latest buzz suggests that the Niners may be looking to the draft to fill a critical void with a player reminiscent of a former star. What does this mean for the team's aspirations moving forward? Stay tuned to find out. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button too. Keep up with all things 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers have been under the microscope lately, and as a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of anticipation and anxiety about the team's future. The latest news from Pro Football Network has analysts suggesting that the 49ers may look to bolster their defensive line in the upcoming 2025 NFL Draft, potentially setting their sights on defensive tackle Derek Harmon from Oregon with the 11th overall pick. This has me reflecting on our past and what lies ahead. Last offseason, the 49ers aimed to strengthen their defensive line, but let's be real, it didn't quite pan out as we all hoped. The unit struggled with inconsistency, and it's clear that there's room for improvement as we approach 2025. With the expected designation of Javon Hargrave as a post-June 1st cut, it seems like the team is ready to make some tough decisions. Hargrave, who was a big-ticket signing last year, didn't exactly light up the field. His defensive grade of 60.6 from Pro Football Focus was the lowest of his career, and a partially torn triceps certainly didn't help his case. But there's still a possibility for him to return on a more favorable contract, which could be beneficial for both sides. As I consider these moves, I can't help but think about the potential impact of drafting Harmon. The comparisons between him and DeForest Buckner are compelling. Buckner, as we know, was a cornerstone of our defense. And if Harmon can mirror even a fraction of that success, it could be a game changer for our front seven. Infante's analysis highlights Harmon's athleticism and pass rushing ability, traits that are crucial for a defensive tackle in today's NFL. His impressive stats from 2024, including 45 tackles and 5 sacks, make him an intriguing prospect. But here's the kicker. While Buckner may have rated slightly higher against the run, it's not unreasonable to envision Harmon achieving Pro Bowl status in his career. This tantalizing possibility raises a lot of questions for me. Will he be the spark we need to turn our defense around? Will he provide that much-needed pressure up the middle? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I see the potential. On the other, I know the challenges that come with adapting to the NFL. As we head into the 2025 draft, which kicks off on April 24th in Green Bay, Wisconsin, I can't help but feel the weight of expectation. Coming off a disappointing 6-11 season, the 49ers have to make the right moves to rekindle the fire in this franchise. We need to turn the page and start fresh, and adding a talent like Harmon could be crucial in that process. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are we making the right choice by targeting Harmon? Or should we be exploring other options? The future of our beloved 49ers hangs in the balance, and your voice matters. Jauan Jennings has been a hot topic lately, and for good reason. After his recent ejection in Week 18 for what was deemed unnecessary roughness against the Arizona Cardinals' Sean Murphy-Bunting, many of us held our breath waiting for the NFL to drop a fine on him. But surprisingly, the league decided not to issue a penalty against Jennings. Meanwhile, Murphy-Bunting received a fine of $11,817 for his role in the incident. It's a curious situation to say the least, and it raises some questions about the consistency of the officiating and the NFL's disciplinary measures. This entire debacle stems from a classic case of excessive blocking, an issue that has plagued Jennings this season, but this time it feels different. Jennings got tangled up with Murphy-Bunting, who seemed to be more animated and aggressive during the exchange. Both players were ejected following the incident, and while Jennings escaped without a financial penalty, he still faced a significant loss. He ended his season just 25 yards shy of the 1,000-yard mark, a milestone that would have been the first of his career. As a passionate 49ers fan, it's hard not to feel a mix of frustration and discontent regarding how this was handled. On one hand, Jennings didn't get fined, which could suggest that the league recognized that the ejection may have been a bit heavy-handed. On the other hand, the fact that he lost out on a career milestone because of a questionable call is gut-wrenching. Imagine how Jennings must feel knowing he was so close to a significant achievement, only to have it ripped away amidst what seems to be a growing trend of overzealous officiating. This situation shines a light on a broader issue. within the league. While player safety is paramount, the inconsistency in how penalties are enforced can leave fans and players alike scratching their heads. Was Jennings' ejection warranted? Should he have faced any sort of fine? Honestly, I'm torn. I see the need for rules that protect players, but I also see the importance of allowing the game to flow naturally. The NFL has to find a balance, and right now, it feels like they're missing the mark. Looking ahead, this incident could impact the 49ers more than we realize. Jennings has shown flashes of brilliance throughout the season, and losing him to an ejection, regardless of the fine, could have a lasting effect on his confidence moving into next year. The 49ers have a bright future, but every setback can ripple through a team, especially when it comes to young talent. Jennings was building momentum, and now he has to sit with the disappointment of what could have been. So, what does this mean for the 49ers moving forward? They need to ensure they foster an environment where players can thrive, where they're not constantly looking over their shoulders at the referees, wondering if their next play will be deemed too aggressive. The team has to focus on developing their core players, and Jennings is definitely a key piece of that puzzle. His potential is undeniable, and it's crucial that he learns from this experience rather than allowing it to weigh him down. Now, I want to hear from you, 49ers fans. How do you feel about the NFL's handling of this situation? Do you think the league made the right call by not fining Jennings? And what about the implications for his future with the team? I know I'm eager to hear your thoughts, so make sure to drop your opinions down below in the comments. As we look to the future, it's vital that we as fans remain engaged and vocal about the decisions being made at all levels of the organization. The 49ers are on the brink of something special, but we need to rally behind our players and ensure they have the support they need. Let's keep the conversation going and hold the league accountable for their actions. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on all things 49ers, don't forget to like this video, share it with fellow fans, and subscribe to the channel. Activate that notification bell to get all the latest updates as we dive deeper into the 49ers journey. Together, we can keep the spirit of the 49ers alive and thriving.